Hey guys, so for today's Funko, I will be making Marvin from Falsettos, and the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be painting his shirt white, the dark blue and the light blue, and I will be using this off-white color.
I'd like to be a princess on a throne, to have a country I could call my own, and a king who's lusty and requires a fling with a female thing. Great, men will be men. Let me turn on the gas.
Okay, so next thing I have to do is to kind of create kind of like some plaid. He has part of his plaid, I guess you could say, is kind of like blue lines. So I have this blue that I mixed, and I mixed it with this blue and just some white.
Hello?
Dr. Mendel, please.
Yeah, this is Mendel Weisenbachfeld.
Dr. Mendel, vis-a-vis what Marvin did, or rather hasn't done.
Trina, how are you?
You must exorcise a devil, 'cause it inhabits Marvin's son. Please come to our house and talk a bit with Jason. It's a slight exaggeration, but he's sick in the head. Oh, sure, sometimes you'll think he's wonderful, but he's wild. I'm sure he's Marvin's child.
What should I say to the man? Should I be mean to the man?
Just be yourself.
I'll be myself.
Stop asking questions, be yourself.
I'll be myself.
Don't be disgusting, be yourself.
Hello to my house.
Okay, so the plaid is done, and I think it looks pretty nice. I'm not the best at straight lines, so, but I think you know, I think a good amount of them are pretty straight. So the next thing I'm going to do is be painting his tie, which is red, and the color red I will be using is this.
This is how you make a marriage proposal.
I love you, dear. I think you're swell. You're never near me.
Okay, so his shirt is all good and painted, and next thing I have to do is paint his pants, and I made this khaki kind of color. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm just gonna paint and see how it turns up. And I used 3 different colors. I used this color, I used this brown, and this yellow.
I'm tired of all the happy men who rule the world. They grow, of that I'm sure. They grow, but don't mature.
Okay, so Marvin's pants are painted, and now I'm going to paint his shoes black, because while painting his pants, they got a little scuffed up, especially in the back, and also just to kind of give it a darker black, because this is kind of like a black gray right now. And the paint I'm just using is just plain old black.
That's the king. Treat him nice. Use some brains. Now protect him.
Yes, I know. Here I go.
Play the game.
The last thing I had to do on his body is paint his skin, because I got some paint up there, down there, and just in some little spots. So I'm just going to paint his skin, and also I need to paint his skin on his face. So, and the paint I'm using is this one.
Welcome to our humble place. We're concerned with setting a tone, with filling the space.
Alright, I believe the second to last thing I need to do is paint his face. And the paint I'll be using is what I used previously to paint his skin.
I don't look for trouble. I do not accept blame. I have a good and a bad side, but they're one and the same. Ask me to arouse you, I will rise and obey. These are the games I play.
Alright, so his skin is mostly painted. There's just one spot that is not being covered up, so I will get back to that later. But since I am basing him, this Marvin, off of Max von Essen's portrayal of Marvin, his hair is going to be black, and I'm just using some plain black.
Hello, Trina, thank you for sending this goodness, Trina, I am relieved. Frankly, Trina, nice of you sending this, thank you, Trina, I have received your new sent wedding invitations. They are
Pseudo-romantic and sick.
You say you'll
Love him until you both die.
You die on
May 27th at 8. He has lost his mind. Marvin is not so uncouth. Marvin is not so
Mendel plans to rob my
unkind.
back. Mendel's not a maniac. And he's sweet. And he's warm. And he loves me so.
The last thing I have to do is his eyebrows, his eyes, and just touch up his skin. And then I'll be done, and Marvin will be complete.
I never wanted to love you. I only wanted to love and not be blamed. Let me go. You should know I'm not ashamed.
It is done. As you can tell, his eyebrows are wonky, and they're not amazing, but I was about to break down trying to fix them, so I just left them as it is, and this is for me, so if he's not perfect, it is okay. But I really love how he came out. Super cute, and I can't wait to put him next to Wizard on my shelf.